Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this next guitar lesson. Thank you for coming back to check out the lesson for today. I've got a really killer little blues/country lick that also works really well in like a gospel setting or in a jazz setting as well. Just a great sounding lick. I actually kind of first heard the great Brent Mason play this lick in one of his solos. I think it was a solo from Hotwired actually. And the actual idea is just such a small, cool little kind of chromatic inspired idea that sets you up really, really nicely to grab some other tones. And it almost kind of starts being like a shape that you can use and just kind of target tones from around this little shape because it kind of sets us up perfectly. And it's just a really easy lick to kind of throw into your playing and to, you know, to kind of make it a part of your improvisations. And it just is a really easy lick to get to sound natural, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So at any rate, this is like over a dominant seventh kind of idea. So in this case, we'll be taking a look at a dominant 7. Okay, so here's the actual idea, this shape. Now we're going to put this on other, you know, on other strings and stuff and take it to other keys as well, but this is the actual idea. Okay, so we're going to start with our pinky on the 5th of whatever dominant 7 chord we're on. So in this case, we're on an A dominant 7. So the 5th of A is going to be E. So we're going to start with the E on the A string at the 7th fret, and that's going to be with our pinky. Then we're just going to walk back chromatically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 7, 6, 5. And that's with pinky, ring, middle. Okay? Then we're going to go all the way back to the 3rd fret with the pointer to the flat 3. And then slide that up to the major 3rd, okay? So that is the basic shape right there, okay? So take that to some other string sets. So one more time. Okay, that's the shape. So it's 5, flat 5, 4, flat 3, or the minor 3rd, up to the major 3rd, okay? Okay, so let's take that now to the G string. So now we're going to be at the 9th fret, and we're going to do the same exact idea. Okay, now up to the high E at the 12th fret, same shape. Okay, so that's the shape. And you can go back up to the 5th if you want. Okay, so that's the basic idea right there, just that little chromatic idea. Okay, but what's cool is around that idea, we're basically surrounded by the flat 7 and the root, either in pitch, below, or above that little lick. So right here, let's play the lick. Okay, now the flat 7 is just right here on the 5th fret of the D string. And then the root is 2 frets above that. Now that's how I started off that little lick idea. And I should mention, sorry if there's some background noise as well. It's raining pretty heavy outside right now, so sorry if there's any background noise that's picking up on the camera. Anyway, so when I started this lick, I went, okay, started with the original lick. Then I went up to the root, 7 of the D, back to the 3rd, and then to the flat 7th and slid up to the root. Okay, so that was kind of my idea. Let's take this up to the G string now. Okay, now what's cool is we could still have that 3rd. Now when we move this to like the G string, for instance, the root is now going to be basically at the 8th fret of the B, or excuse me, the flat 7. And then the root is going to be 2 frets above that flat 7. Okay? Okay, now the flat 7 and the root are also underneath this too. Right here at the 7th fret of the D, there's the root, and there's the flat 7, 2 frets underneath that. So the idea you want to do is just memorize this shape. So starting off with this, then you can go to the flat 7 and the root above, or the root and the flat 7 below. Okay, so it leaves you lots of options, and this shape will change, slightly based on where we are in the string sets, but it'll always be the same basic idea. So even down here, you can see I went to the root and flat 7 below this little shape idea, okay? But the main shape is always going to be this chromatic idea from the 5th to the major 3rd. Okay, and then we can just grab, the root, the flat 7, or we could also go beneath the little shape. Okay, and we can make ideas with that all day long. Now let's say, since we're kind of in A right now, let's say we went to the 4 chord. Okay, so the D dominant 7 in this case. Okay, now once again we just find the 5th of the chord. On any string, basically, we can do this on any string, and then we do that little shape idea. And then again, we can go to the root, or the flat 7, or we could go to the root and flat 7 beneath the idea as well. Okay, so it leaves us with, plenty of different kinds of options there. So even at the beginning of the video, what I could have done is and basically I just did that idea across a couple octaves. So you could keep this idea going for a long time, but anyways, back to the key of D. Just again, remembering that is our main shape there. Okay, now here's my 5th again, so I could, and then there's my flat 7 and my root up there. So, you've got these options just all over the place for this lick. Wherever you find the 5th, you can do that little chromatic idea, and then just look for the root and the flat 7 around it. And then normally, if I played like the root and the flat 7 here, it sets me up perfectly. I've got the 5th right here, so. I can come back down into that little idea. So, it's always going to kind of set you up perfectly, whether you find the root or the flat 7 or the 5th, to do this little idea. And then, again, I've got the 5th right here once again, so I could. And then the root and the flat 7 are just right here, just waiting to be played. So you can just look for this idea all over the place. Again, the first little chromatic idea is always going to start from the 5th of whatever dominant 7 chords you're on. Or it doesn't even have to be a dominant 7 chord. It could just be a major chord or something like that. And you just might want to add a little chromaticism in. So basically, that's the idea. Once again, it's a pretty simple little idea, but again, it's easy to throw into your playing, and you can get a whole ton of mileage out of the idea. So before we finish up this lesson, I'll just show you the lick I played at the beginning. So I did up to the root, back down to the 3rd, flat 7, up to the root, sliding. Same idea, starting from the 5th up here. And then what I did right here, I went up to the 7th, back to the 3rd, slid up to the root, and then grabbed the 3rd right up here. Okay, and I could even from right here play some more ideas, whatever, based off of that simple little idea. So, you know, that basically the sky's the limit with this idea. This can really even kind of sometimes help you navigate the fretboard if you're playing some country or some blues or something. So yeah, at any rate, that's kind of, you know, that's kind of the lick. You know, really play this in a lot of different areas, different strings over, you know, different chords, different blues progressions, country and stuff like that, and get comfortable with this. And this can just add just a lot of coolness into your playing and can give you some great new ideas. So I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. And if you could help me out by basically in the tip jar on YouTube by supporting me however you can, that would be awesome, but absolutely no pressure to do so. I just appreciate you guys checking out these lessons and just coming back to see the new content on here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you all back here next week for the continuation of the Beautiful Chord series. Thanks so much, everyone.